A very good evening to everyone. My name is Shanmugam Gunasekaran, and I'm currently doing my chemical engineering, and I'm doing my student industrial training, which is from June 2014 to August 2014. And now I'm going to present about my student industrial training oral presentation. Before I proceed to my presentation, I'm going to talk what I'm going to speak about throughout my presentation. And first, I'm going to talk about Malaysia. Then later on, I'm going to talk about the University Technology Petronas, my sending institution. And after that, I'm going to talk about the student industrial training, the objective of student industrial training, and the marking scheme for the student industrial training as well. And later on, I'm going to talk about the host company, Graz University of Technology, it's known as TU Graz, and also Institute for Chemical Engineering and Environmental Technology. And lastly, I'm going to talk about my project for my student industrial internship program, and as well as work cultures and ethics that I've learned throughout my 14-week of industrial training program. First, Malaysia. Going to talk about Malaysia. Malaysia is one of the Southeast Asia country which consists of 3 multi-ethnic groups, and it also has 14 states and included with 13 states with 1 federal territory, which is known as Wilayah Persekutuan. It's known as the capital city of Malaysia. You can see the picture. And then while I'm talking about University Technology Petronas, it's located in the northern region of Malaysia's map, and it's in one of the Malaysian states called Perak. And it's also located around 200 to 250 kilometers from the capital city of Malaysia. And now, I'm going to talk about my sending institution, University Technology Petronas. As you can see the pictures, these are the pictures of UTP's Chancellor Hall, and it's also UTP Information Resource Center, as well as the UTP's campus. And University Technology Petronas, known as UTP, is widely offer a lot of engineering programs, majorly engineering programs, as well as technology programs. It's also being one of the private universities, governmentally linked private universities. And so also, other than top teaching, it's also excelled in the research and innovations. And for the part of projects, it's carried by UTP's lecturers as well as postgraduate students. These are the main projects are carried by UTP. It's biomedical technology, sustainable resources, hybrid energy system, nanotechnology, green technology, and so on. Now, as the undergraduate students, I'm compulsory after my completion of my 3rd year. I have to compulsory to take this student industrial internship program can split into 2 parts, and one of the part will be student industrial training. For the marking scheme for this student industrial training will be the 70% of the mark is from the host company supervisor, whereas the 30% of the mark is from the UTP supervisor. Now, I'm going to explain about this student industrial training's objectives. For the part, this student industrial training SIT will provide and demonstrate skills in terms of communication skills with others, and also the time management, and as well as teamwork. And secondly, this SIT will provide and also give a scope to adopt ethics, professionalism, and also HSC works in work culture. And lastly, it also demonstrates continuous building of skills and knowledge throughout our 14-week of industrial training. Now, I'm going to talk about my host company, Graz University of Technology. It's known as TU Graz. And TU Graz is located one of the Austrian states called Styria, and also being the 2nd largest university after University of Graz. And there are 3 main technology universities located in Austria, and Graz University of Technology is one of the university. And now, Graz University of Technology pursues top teaching and research in the field of engineering sciences, and as well as technical natural sciences. And there are a lot of institutes in TU Graz, and out of one of the institute I work for, my student industrial training will be Institute of Chemical Engineering and Environmental Technology. There are also a lot of projects being carried out by this Institute of Chemical Engineering and Environmental Technology, such as fuel cell development, thermal process engineering, reaction engineering, and so on. And for my part of student industrial training, I've been supervised by Mr. Enes for the project. For the project title will be liquid extraction. Before I proceed to, while I'd like to talk about my project title, liquid extraction. Before I proceed into my mass transfer experiment, I would like to talk a few words about liquid extraction, what I've understood from this project title. Liquid extractions is known as a solvent extraction, as it also separate the compounds based on the relative solubilities, and so also as involved with two immiscible liquids, and one is water and another one is organic solvent. For this part of liquid extraction project, I've been carrying out one of the important experiment, which is known as a mass transfer experiment with my colleague Timmy. To the main reason, the main objective to find this mass transfer experiment is to find the separations efficiency for the optimum and the classical RDC, known as rotating disc contactor. And in order to find the separations efficiency of this optimum and classical RDC, we have to find the NTU and HTU concept in order to find the best separations efficiency. Now, I'm going to talk about the working environment that I've been throughout my 14 weeks of industrial training. For the part of working environment, I can split into two parts, work culture and also work ethics. For the part of work culture, I must admit that Institute of Chemical Engineering and Environmental Technology is committed to provide a safer environment for its staff and students as well as visitors. And before I start with my experiment in laboratory in Institute of Chemical Engineering and Environmental Technology, I've been undergone one of the safety briefing to note the safety precautions and do's and don'ts, and also if what we have to react if there is any kind of emergency. And also this lab safety briefing gives an overview of the safety general's laboratory principles and also hazards. For the part of work ethics. Ethics is a value that are based on diligence and hard work, and it depends on the individual's behaviors and communication skills, and also as well as time management. Now I'm going to explain further about the skills that I've learned throughout my 14 weeks of industrial training. For the first part of communication skills, for me, I've been afraid that since I'm doing my internships in abroad, so I'm feeling that I can't cope with the language, or I can't understand the official language that's used in Austria. But when it comes to Institute of Chemical Engineering and Environmental Technology, the staff and all the team members who are working there are very friendly in terms of speaking English, and also will be there for any needs or any needs in experiment or any projects. So that will ease all kind of doubts and my problems in my project and throughout my 14 weeks of industrial training. For the part of time management is very important in terms of to finish all the tasks or all the jobs given on time. For time management, I must admit that the team members in Institute of Chemical Engineering and Environmental Technologies are very punctual and also very dedicated to their work. And I've been told to do a Gantt chart in order to organize my work, to finish my works to be finished on time and efficiently and effectively. And these are the Gantt chart that I did that for my entire 14 weeks of industrial training, and what I've done for my past 14 weeks. With that, I would like to end my presentation. Thank you.
So you will continue the job of Timmy. You start, you rather start with CFD calculations to get it validated with the experiment afterwards. So that is what makes the whole project very efficient, because you get a great amount of basic information from Timmy. So you tell him all the details?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't hide anything.
And
You can ask him.
to become familiar with CFD calculations. So this will hopefully be an exciting time you spend with this project, this fascinating project. We're happy to have you with us.
So there's also a short Q&A part here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just in general, what was the most difficult thing here for you in terms of in terms of the whole stay?
I can say
Or
food.
the food?
Yeah, food actually. And then I'm kind of missing my family, yeah,
Okay.
and friends, yeah. But food is not so bad. It's, I'm okay with Westerners food, but kind of missing like local food in Malaysia. So yeah.
I think we have Asian restaurants here.
Yeah, but it's very expensive.
Not Malaysian, maybe exactly.
But then the price can 10 times
Expensive than Malaysia.
Yeah,
Can you imagine 10
Yeah.
times?
But I'm okay with the food here. Yeah, it's very nice. Also.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay. Do you have some questions? Some more questions?
Not the status of the project, because I think we had a great startup of the second part of this project. It was very important because when Timmy goes back to Malaysia, you will be the only RTC representative then to continue this project, and I'm confident that this will lead us to a series of new and detailed results, and wish you all the best. And I'm happy that you mentioned that the Austrians are not that hard to understand, because sometimes they even talk English. So whenever you do have a problem, do not hesitate to contact any one of us to get it to get your problem solved, even if several team members need to contribute to get it solved, leave it to the job. No, that's
Okay.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.